So now all of these cities are loaded. So what you can do with this data is you can sort from top to bottom and then bottom to top. What were the least performing markets and best performing markets? So when I click right here, it's going to show Detroit, Michigan was the least performing market for these metrics. And we, like I was mentioning earlier, there's population growth, median household income growth, median house value growth, and there was a couple others on here I'll go over in a second. But I can click this again to see what was the highest performing market, and it happens to be Austin and my neck of the woods for population growth. But you can look at any of these metrics that are on here to see what's the best area to look at for that particular metric. So for all these areas that's shown here, just kind of going down this line, it's the same things that we're looking at. Right now, the data is looking at population in 2011 to 2019. The census is going to be coming out with the 2020 data in about a month. It was a little bit of a 2-year delay from when they're going to post that data because of COVID. But as soon as that data is available, then people would be able to see it here in about a month and a half or so. And same thing with median household income growth. It's looking at how well is the income stream increasing for that particular area, and then house value growth is kind of very similar. But all of this is from the census for here. And then the median gross rent growth is looking at, once again, 2011 to 2019. This particular data is very interesting because when you look at 2020 and 2021 data, unfortunately, this data is when you're looking at it, it's not as current as a lot of investors would like it to be. And that's important because when you're looking at a tool like this, it's trying to paint the context. And we have some things in the work that I don't want to announce just yet, but it's going to be really, really exciting that we're going to be able to get current monthly rents for a particular place within the past 12 months. But I don't want to announce that just yet, but that's our plan here, is to replace this with current rents of the past 12 months for different sizes: 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom. And then finally on the right is something that we've added relatively recently, is looking at what's the most dominant industry for a particular area. And so if you go down this list, you might see that a particular area like Dallas has its highest percentage of market share, which is this number right here, in construction. And so that might give you some understanding as to like what the distribution is for the industries in the area. This one in particular is great because a rule of thumb, as some people say, is that you don't want to have more than 20% of an industry market share for a particular area. So the fact that it might be in construction in Dallas is okay because you would have an 11% market share for that. And then vacancy
Can you say that again? I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No, it's fine.
Can you say that again? Because that is a key metric, what you just mentioned.
Yeah.
And everybody
no
might want to take a note on that.
Yeah, no. So one of the rules of thumbs that people have when it comes to job mix is that you don't want to have a particular market more than 20% of the total market share. And that might give you a clue as to a particular area if that market were to get hit very hard during a recession or for some other reason, you can feel confident if there's a good dispersion of market share below 20% of any one market.
And from a lending standpoint, we're going to want to know that as well, because that will impact your residents. Again, if they are all working for ABC company and ABC company has layoffs or closes, all those people are going to be displaced. They're not going to be in your properties. So it's real important to understand that.